Our next stop for today is notorious for its ghosts and creepy stories. But how much do you really know about Diplomat Hotel? When you watch this video, I bet you're going to be shocked.
Dominican Hill, specifically Diplomat Hotel, is known for its ghost stories. But you know what? There's a reason behind the ghost stories because Dominican Hill has gone through a lot. That's why there's a lot of ghost stories here in this building. But if you want to know more, just check it out here and how it has become the most haunted building in the Philippines.
So hi again, I am Jhen. I will be your virtual tour guide for our next destination, Dominican Hill and Retreat House, or famously known as Diplomat Hotel. This is actually one of my favorite stories that I like to tell to guests, and it is truly worthy to note that Dominican Hill has 9 transformations, and I would like to bring you down memory lane and let us go through these 9 transformations, which are colorful, interesting, intriguing, tragic, but also a significant history. The original purpose of building the Dominican Hill was to be a rest and recreation or rest and retreat house for the Dominican Order of the Philippines. It is a congregation of Roman Catholic order. And Baguio City was being developed as the summer capital of the Philippines, which I have told you about during my first video. The insular government actually instituted the selling of lands here in Baguio City. The primary reason why they sold lands here in Baguio through bidding in Manila is because of the growing expenditure in building Baguio City. And the father of Baguio, which was Cameron Forbes, thought of selling the lands in order to raise some funds in developing the dream summer capital of the Americans in the Philippines. And one of the first to acquire the properties among the religious groups were actually the Our Province of Our Lady of Rosary, or the Dominican Order. And they bought a 17-hectare land atop a hill now called the Dominican Hill. And the Jesuits bought another land just opposite the Dominican Hill, which is now known as the Mirador Hill. So if Dominican Hill is for the Dominicans, Mirador Hill is for the Jesuits. Dominicans built a large reinforced concrete in order to provide them relief from the grueling heat of Manila. That was the very first stone structure in the whole of Baguio. It was designed by Father Roque Ruano, who was a civil engineer from the University of Santo Tomas, or UST. Stones used for the construction of the building were actually quarried from the limestone cliffs. And this area is now called the Upper Quarry and Lower Quarry. Now you know why that's the name of your barangay. Construction has 3 very fascinating features, and I really love these features, and I always emphasize these to our guests. Number 1, the design was inspired by the classic architecture design, which is the Baroque art in making castles and grandiose buildings during the olden age. The second one is the building was constructed to withstand earthquake, and it withstood the earthquake of Baguio in 1990 earthquake. And number 3 feature that I really like is the rooftop was designed to harvest rain to provide the natural watering system for the retreat house. Interesting, huh? Gising na naman yung bunso ko. That's why he will be joining me as my assistant tour guide. Right? Say hi! Say hi to the viewers. Okay, so when Dominican Hill... So when Dominican Hill has completed its construction, it actually looked like a castle with granulations. And they said that it was the most grandiose and most extravagant structure built before 1920. Wow. Number 2 transformation of Diplomat Hotel was a school. In order to save a huge tax from the government, the retreat house was actually converted as a school and a boarding house, Collegio del Santissimo Rosario. Due to very few enrollees, it did not last for so long. That's why the structure of the building was reverted back as a vacation house and retreat house, and that lasted for the next 22 years. Number 3, transformation. Between 1941 to 1945, the hill was used as a refugee for the priests, nuns,
on the outbreak of World War II.
However, the nuns, the priests, and the other members of the Dominican order were captured by the Japanese forces. And the structure was used as a vantage point, a military vantage point, a hideout, and a prisoner of war center for the Japanese forces. During the war, the right wing of the Dominican House was actually badly hit by the carpet bombing of the Americans. And then afterwards, the American forces attacked their fortress and attacked their hideout, which led to a bloody battle between the Japanese and the Americans on the grounds of the Dominican Hill, into hundreds of soldiers dying. After the war, many skulls and human bones were unearthed during the reconstruction phase. In spite of that, the Dominican Hill still resumed its role as a vacation house and retreat house for the Dominican order for the coming 25 years. Transformation number 4. Diplomat Hotel. In 1973, the property was bought by Diplomat Hotel Incorporated, and they immediately refurbished it and remodeled it, transformed it into a 33-bedroom hotel with the features of fine dining, wellness and sports facilities, and other amenities to cater to the local and foreign guests with extra purpose as well. What could that be? The hotel was managed by Mr. Agapito Agbawa, or also known as Tony Agbawa. He used some of the rooms to do his bare-handed psychic surgery to his clients coming from all over the world without the use of tools or medical equipment. Unfortunately, it was short-lived because in 1892, Mr. Agbawa died of cerebral hemorrhage, which prompted the closure of Diplomat Hotel and was abandoned since. Which brings us to transformation number 5. Looter's Paradise. Since there was no authority in charge, it was abandoned for years. The furnitures and the property itself was slowly ransacked by robbers through the years. Transformation number 6. A nature park. It is now 2004. After 22 years of being abandoned, the property was transferred to the local Baguio. And the city cleaned it, rehabilitated it, and opened it into the public in 2006 as a park. Number 7. From a nature park, Dominican Hill was awarded a significant title of a historical site. It was indeed in March 2014 by the National Historical Commission of the Philippines, or NHCP. Number 8. Baguio City was distinguished as a UNESCO Creative City, Hill transformed into a venue for arts and creatives. Hill, or famously haunted building in the country. Sorry, kamay mo tuloy. During the Japanese occupation, if you still remember what I mentioned a while ago, there were reports about priests being beheaded, nuns being raped, babies being violated, and residents who had been executed criminally. Not to mention the battle between the American soldiers and the Japanese soldiers who died on the grounds of the Dominican Hill. And the last one may be the spirits of Tony Alpawa. They say, or they said, that his spirits were still lurking around the healing rooms where he performed his operations. Creepy, isn't it? Given its tragic past, it is no denying, no, that Diplomat Hotel may still have those spirits lurking around who might be at unrest. Ngayon, alam nyo na kung bakit there were reports and evidence of the creepy sounds, babies crying, headless priests, spirits, and nuns. And these were attested by the residents, visitors, ghost hunters, and some guests. On a lighter note, one can just imagine that this creepy and old building was once a grand and immense stone building placed atop a forested hill and overlooking the majestic view of Baguio City. In my opinion, one can actually make a whole movie out of its story and its past. Why not, right? If you love this video or you liked it or you learned from it, then I hope you can subscribe and click the like button and
click the bell!
Yeah, bell button. So before we end and say our goodbyes, thank you very, very much for watching. I truly appreciate the time and I hope I have imparted something important to you once again. Most importantly, I hope that you are safe in your homes and you are all healthy. If you want us to feature a site, just let us know and comment down below. Bye-bye!
No! Samahan niyo po ako, natatakot ako. Charot! Halika na! Recently, this has been used as the art hub for the Creative Festival. So it has a very colorful story and history. If you have any questions at all about this tour, you can actually avail it from Agetian Travel and Tours and check it out here or here on how to avail this package from the tour operator. Sana po, you can ride our Suligmay Jeepney and avail of this package as well. So thank you very much and see you soon!